we're looking at a DHCP snooping configuration example. First and foremost, you have to enable DHCP snooping globally. But that doesn't officially turn it on for specific VLANs. You see, DHCP snooping works on a VLAN by VLAN basis, so you enable it globally, but then you still have to specify the VLANs that it will perform the snooping for. So in this example, we're working with VLAN 10, so on our switch, we would specify IP DHCP snooping VLAN 10. So any access port or trunk link that is functioning for VLAN 10 will be affected by this DHCP snooping feature. If you don't specify a VLAN number, then those ports with those VLAN numbers are not being affected by it. So it's really important that you enable it globally, as well as specifying the VLANs that you want this DHCP snooping feature to perform its actions on. When we look at this option here, it's called the IP DHCP Snooping Information Option 82. It's called Option 82. And it's really a DHCP option. Now, not every single DHCP server supports Option 82. But what Option 82 gives a DHCP server the ability to do is have additional information provided to it that can then be used to give out specific addressing details to the client. So we would have to configure the DHCP server with the additional information that we want to give to individual clients in the network. For example, we might want to give PC1 some special configuration parameters, or PC2. Well, by enabling information option 82 on the switch, it gives the switch the ability to include the port identifier of the switch within the DHCP discover message. So it's going to modify it as it's being sent to the DHCP server. And why might we want to do this? Well, if we had the port identifier of Ethernet 0/1, the DHCP server would be configured with information pertaining to Ethernet 0/1, this particular client, this particular device, give it these particular IP addressing details. But not every DHCP server offers this service. So why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because this is enabled by default. This command is there by default. What you need to do if your DHCP server does not support this feature is shut it off with the no IP DHCP snooping information option command. So just put a no right in front of that. From an interface configuration standpoint, by default, every single interface will be untrusted. Every single one. So which one of these interfaces need to be trusted? Remember, those are the interfaces that need to accept those offer and acknowledgement packets from the DHCP server. Well, in this case, it would be Ethernet 0/0 because the DHCP server is upstream from that particular interface. So it has to be the trusted interface. So we configure IP DHCP snooping trust on Ethernet 0/0. We don't have to do anything to Ethernet 0/1 or Ethernet 0/2 by default because they are untrusted. They are untrusted, hands down. So it's just a matter of enabling those trusted interfaces. However, if we do want to rate limit the DHCP discover messages, we can use the IP DHCP snooping limit command and then specify our rate in packets per second. And in here, they're doing 100 packets per second. So if all of a sudden there is more than 100 packets per second for DHCP discover messages arriving inbound, then we have a violation on our hands.